Good morning, everyone. This is Cindy at My Altered Muse, and I'd like to welcome you to my studio this morning. Um, I am working on another project. I'm finishing up some ephemera that I have, and I have put together a folio to. This is going to be a stuffed file folder folio, and I cut it at 8 inches, okay? And the very first thing I want to do is I want to kind of round off the corners a little bit. I don't want it to be too stark, if that's a word. I hope everyone's doing okay today. Everything seems to be good down here. We have really had the rain, I tell you. It has really been crazy, which is good. We need it. So, I'm not complaining. I don't have to water my flower garden. God's doing it for me. Okay, now the very first thing I want to do, I have gone ahead and cut this at 8 inches across because I'm going to stuff it full of wonderful goodies. So the first thing I want to do is I am going to run a line of glue down each side, and I really want to get it on there good because I'm going to be packing this full of wonderful things, and I don't want it to come apart. Now, another option, if you don't want to glue it, you can surely stitch it on your machine. I chose not to stitch this time because I really haven't got my sewing machine set up from the move. So, I'm kind of slow, but I'm having fun, so that's okay. Now, let this dry for a minute, and I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm just going to kind of go up and down, because I really want this to be sturdy. Okay. Okay, we're going to let this sit. Well, I'm not going to open it up right now, so we can start working on it. And as always, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I think the very first thing I want to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and add this vintage music paper. Let me get me a glue mat here. I get these at the Dollar Tree. Well, it's not the Dollar Tree anymore, sadly. You know, some of the stuff is really... I noticed I was in there yesterday, and you know, the ribbon that we used to, the ribbon we used to get for $1, and then it went up to $1.25. Well, now it's $2.50, and it surely isn't worth that because there's not that much on a spool. So, you know, with Joann's going away and all this, it's just really, I don't know, makes me sad. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. Now, I'm using Fabri-Tac. For you girls that have been with me for a while, you know Fabri-Tac is my glue of choice. I just keep it simple. I don't do a lot of glue swapping. Just not into that. I don't care for glue sticks. They're messy. I don't really care for art glitter glue because if sometimes you can actually see where you've attached the glue on the other side of your project, and I really don't like that. Okay, let me move that out of the way. And let's see, let's kind of put this right here. I'm just kind of getting a nice background. Okay, these are some lovely file folders. They're nice colors, and you can get them on Amazon. And I really think they're pretty. I really like them. Okay, now that that's on there, I'm thinking about adding this, guys. I just think it is so pretty. So the next thing I want to do is I want to round my corners. Okay, now, I'm thinking about putting this on here because it's just, you know, it blends so well with this pretty file folder. So, let me think here what I want to do. I think I'm going to put a clip on here and try to figure out what I want to do next. I have this beautiful lace butterfly that's been flying around for a very long time in my studio. And I'm thinking that's awfully pretty, but I don't want to cover, I'm terrible. I never want to cover up my my pretty roses and such. But, okay, I know I'm going to put this down here. So that would move that up some, and I would put that right there, maybe. Y'all are just going to have to bear with me because I'm not sure how I want to do this. I could do this, or I could put it up there. I don't think I want to put it up there. I have this beautiful doily, but it's beige, and this is white. So I don't want to do that. Let's see here. I guess I'm just going to have to go for it and not worry too much about my... Now, I love this. This just kind of came... in a cluster of flowers at one time, and it's been flying around my studio. So, you know, I kind of like that. I think that is very pretty, and it blends well with these colors. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, let me see which side, this side. I'm gonna go ahead and can't tell which side's the right side. Okay, this is the right side. I'm gonna go ahead and put it down on the bottom, and I might use it, I might want to slide something in there, I don't know, from the top. So let's just do the bottom to start with. And let's put it on like that. Now I do have these pretty flowers, but I think they're actually a little bit too pink. So let's see about this. Let's roll this up a little bit. Let's turn the leaves where they're supposed to be. Okay, I think the next thing I'm going to need to do is go ahead and glue this down. I had this double-sided. I'm trying to use up some things, and this was floating around also, so, but I like the other color better. I like lavender, but a lot of folks don't. They don't. And this is going to be a loaded pocket with all kind of fun things in it. And it's going to be in my Etsy shop. So I want to get colors that people like. So let's put this down. Right, like that. Now I'm not inking the edges on this. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't feel like that everything needs to be inked. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. Now, I just think that's beautiful. But let's see now if I put that right. Okay, let me get a couple of clips here so I can see. This is a process video. I just kind of turned on the camera and I'm just trying to see how I want to do it. So I hope I'm not driving y'all crazy with my indecision. But, you know, this is kind of how you come up with what you like. Now, I could put that right there if I wanted to. I think I'll leave that alone. Then I could put that right there. I like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and add this lace across here. And I believe how I will attach it is I'm going to kind of just put it on here. That way it will go exactly where I want it. Hope everyone's doing okay. We're kind of hot down here in Florida. We have really, like I said, we've really had some crazy storms the other night. It was thundering so bad I was about to jump out of the bed. It was just crazy. I don't know if, excuse me, if you girls from other parts of the country know it or not, but Florida is actually the, and in central Florida even more so, because the Atlantic and the Gulf meet and they come into the middle of the state from the sea breezes, and we end up with terrible thunderstorms, and we are actually the lightning capital of the world. Nothing to brag about in particular, but yeah. And sadly enough, we're the shark capital too, around starting at Daytona Beach all the way down the coast through New Smyrna and down that way. We just have so many sharks, and we have had so many shark attacks. It's just really sad. Some, people have lost their life and their arms and legs, and it's just really sad. Okay, I think that is pretty, but let's see here. What else I might want to do? Might save that. Let's see. Now, I had a little white doily. You know me, I can lose things in a heartbeat on this desk. It looks real clean right here, but if you could see the sides, not so much. need to stick to the white. I think I had cut this out, and I think that is very pretty. I could put that right there. I like that. Let's see here. I have this. I just want this. This is going to be real feminine and just real pretty. Okay, let's see what else I might want to add here. Well, got some. Let's see. I know that I want to put some, now where'd that doily go? I had a pretty white doily. I don't know, that kind of clashes. That's peach. So, oh, that's pretty. I got these beautiful hand crocheted little flowers from a sweet girl in Ukraine. I haven't seen her lately, so I don't know what the circumstances are, but I think these are so sweet. So why don't we put that right in the middle? This is going to be very, very feminine. Aha, here's my doily. So let's see here. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? Let me give you a close-up. Isn't that pretty? And I have no idea where I got this lovely butterfly. Like I say, she's been flying around. I don't know. I'm not sure where she came from. So, what I'm doing is I just kind of gathered up some of my white things and just kind of working with them like that. Okay, I love this. And I have got, where did it go? Let me see how this looks on there. I could dangle that. No, don't think so. Okay. Uh-oh, I did that, so now I don't know if that's going to go there. But, you know, we can always put it right there. Or, let's see how this looks. Let's put that there. And maybe that coming down there. That's pretty. I like that. I think that's very pretty. Let's see here. I really kind of wanted to use this, but I may have kind of, hey, let's see here. Why don't we do this? Oh, I know what we can do. Let me find, I have got a real pretty, if I can find it, here it is. Let's do this. I had this on a doily. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Jackson says hello. He's down here at my feet, just being a good boy. He hadn't grabbed anything yet today. Okay, I think I'm going to slide this. This is a Tim Holtz dangle. Okay, I got to turn it around and get it going right. Let's see how that... Okay, and what I was thinking about is... putting it on here. Oh, yes, isn't that lovely? Okay, that's what we're going to do here. Now, let me make sure which side. Okay, this is the wrong side, so let's just put some dollops of glue here. And with Fabri-Tac, you know, it does wonderful with anything, fabric, cloth, whatever. But I have found that it doesn't matter what you use. It's just beautiful. Uh-oh. Oops, it came undone. Hold on, hold on, hold on. These bulb pins can be kind of fiddly. So let me do this again. Okay. Now I'm gonna open this up a little bit. Gonna, like I say, fiddly fiddly. I'm gonna do this, and I gotta make sure that I close it up. There. I want to make sure that that is going to hang right. Okay, now let's just kind of put some, it's okay, Jackson. Somebody shut a car door and he's telling Mama about it. Okay, let's do this, and I'm just going to kind of let it free flow. Is that the word? Okay. I love dangles. This dangle, let me get it closer. This dangle right here came from Sheila Gingrich at Boho Daydreams. And like I say, this is a Tim Holtz piece. So, now I was wondering if I want to put, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, let me see, I've got some real sweet little, bows here. Let me see what I think about that. Or I could put it right there. Then we wouldn't see the little curl. I don't know, I kind of like that curl. Make sure this is down good. So, yeah, I don't want to cover up that curl. Why don't we do that? Why don't we put it right there? It's okay, Jackson. Let's put this right there. Okay. I like that. Okay. Now, let's think about putting, you know what, no, I can't use another flower there now. That's not going to work. Okay, let's get some pearls going on here. Now, let me pull these off. These are pearls, that flat backs that have the me see what I think. Have the adhesive on the back, and I get these at Hobby Lobby. Okay, let's put that one right there. Now I gotta figure out, I think I'm gonna let it go behind like so. Okay, that's looking nice. Now I want to put something across the bottom. I had really kind of wanted to use some of this, but I don't know. I mean, it matches that, but I think it's too matchy-matchy, and I think it is too, I don't like it. So, let's see here what we might want to do. Got the pearls, and I'm going to put stickles on here. I probably won't do that on camera because they, you know, they have to dry a while. So, now I wonder, I want to put something up here. Let's see here what I have. Oh, this is pretty. Well, see, I've got some pretty appliques here. Let's see what I can come up with. No, that's too much. What do I want to put across there? Okay. I hope I'm not driving y'all crazy. This is just what this is how I create, and sometimes it goes fast and sometimes it doesn't. So I hope you're enjoying it. If not, you can fast forward and go to the end and where we're putting all our pretty ephemera in, if you had rather. Oh, I had left that open. Where is that tag? That's what I want to do, if I can find it. Oh, Lordy. Let me see here. Okay. And then when you pull this up, you'll see all the pretty and I have this bow that was floating around, so maybe I will put that there. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's put this bow right here. Get the right side. Put that right there. Now we need another tag to kind of cascade down a little bit. Let me cut this and see how it does. These pretty little tags come from Raindrop Lila, and they just work so pretty tucking in. Yes, I like that. Okay, let's do a little, just a little tiny round on here. Okay, let me make sure I got them all, and then let's tuck that right there. And let me see, I think I have some, where did that go? I keep trying to add this on there, but I don't think so. No. Here it is. Okay, let me see. I'm going to put a piece of this on there. Isn't that lovely? It's little rhinestone chain. Let me get my other scissors. I don't want to ruin those. Those are my new Tim Holtz. Okay. And I believe this one right here, yeah, it doesn't have a rhinestone in it. Okay, now what we're going to do is very carefully, let me, I'm going to run a very, let me take, well, it can stay in. I'm going to run a very light, okay, hope I didn't get that. No, I didn't. Okay, and we're going to very gently, come on, put these on here for some wonderful sparkle. This is what I love so much about creating. You never know where you're gonna go with something. It just kind of evolves. And you know, I think that's why me and a lot of other people have so much stuff on their desk, because you can pull from it. You don't know what you want, and then you see it laying there and you think, oh my gosh, that's lovely. Okay, let me clear off again. I don't want a bunch of junk on here. Move my glue bottle. Okay, can you see that sparkle? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And this is a piece of vintage jewelry, actually, that I purchased from somewhere a pretty long time ago. I don't even remember. But, yeah. Okay, let's see. I've got pearls there. Now, the only other thing I was thinking I might want to do, and I'm not sure, let me see here. What about, let me see here if I can cut this. You never know till you try. So let's see what I can do here. Okay. Let me cut that off and see what I think about it. I wonder if I need something behind it, like maybe a little piece of music paper to kind of, yeah, I believe so. So let's do that. Clean up around here. Whoa, me. Okay, let's put some glue on here. Oh, you know, I told you when I first moved in here, my first thing I did was plant my flower garden. Well, it's just doing wonderful, and I have butterflies, and I put up a hummingbird feeder. Well, forever and ever, I didn't particularly have any hummingbirds, so I thought, well, where are these guys? So, well, I don't have to ask anymore. Jackson and I were sitting out on the porch in our flower garden this morning having a cup of coffee, and we had two hummingbirds just fighting each other over the nectar. I mean, there's plenty of stations. I don't know why they think they have to fight, but they do. So, I've got hummingbirds now, and it's fun. We did not put our, we didn't put our bird feeders back up. They make a mess, and we just decided that we weren't going to do the bird feeders anymore. Okay, I think we have got this just looking really beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it. So there's the top. We got our little dangle and our little sparkle. Got our flower. Okay. Let me see if I have. I know I do. I just gotta put my finger on them. Here they are. I think what we're gonna do now to finish this off is, whoa! Oh man, it all crashed on the floor. I'll have to get, well, I better get it now before Jackson thinks it's his. Okay. I've got it. Now I'm looking for my little, pick to, get these off with. Here we go. Okay, now the last thing I think we're gonna do is we're going to, oops, that's the, hold on, that's not what I want. This'll work. I'm gonna pick up these little pearls, and I'm going to put one in the center of each of these little flowers. These are flat back pearls, but they come apart singly. And you can use any kind of sharp object to kind of pick them up off and put them on. Okay. I like that. Let's get another one. Sometimes it's a little fiddly, but you know, this is the fun part of it. Putting all these lovely things on and using what you have. And okay, let me move this out of the way. Get everything all cleaned up here so we, there. Oh, I just love this. I'm just wondering if I ought to put a little thing of pearls down here. I don't want to get too carried away. I think maybe. Okay, let's look at this. We've got our pearls in our little, this is actually from a vintage wedding dress. And we've got our pearls here. We've got our little, here, flower. And then we've got our two little tags that tuck in. Okay, now I think we are good to go. Now I'm going to lay this to the side for just a minute. And I'm going to pull out what I think I want to go in here and see if I need to do anything else. It's going to be a loaded folder pocket, and it's going to be in my Etsy, and it's going to be wonderful to pull from and have all kind of fun things to work with and put in your journals or whatever. Okay, let's take this out. This bag I had made, it was kind of laying around in my to-be-finished items, so we've got that. And I've got some more tags here. And I've got this beautiful little folio. You open it up, and it's got 3 tags. Oops, 3 tags, and then it's got a beautiful lace belly band with roses in it. And then I have clipped this pretty rose on the front. Now I'm kind of wondering, let me see here. I've got these tags, and I've kind of got to decide how I want to use them. Oh, and I also have this beautiful little notebook, a little book that's going to go in there. And let's see what else. And then, oh, look at this tag. This beautiful tag's going to go in there. What I might do is I might slide that right there. I think I will. Okay, so that completes our folder. Tell you what, let's pearl it up a little bit. What you think? I've got some extra pearls here, so I think we ought to pop them on. Okay, let's put those right there. Fits perfect. Okay, this is our little folio. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And we've got this bag. And what else do I have I might want to add in here? I think that might be all in this one. So, let's see what I thought I would do is I thought we would put our little book in our bag like so. And then we've got this lovely tag. Let me explain it. This is look at here, that they're still sewn onto the original card. This is a vintage button card that I got from a lady that had bought a bunch of stuff from a old seamstress shop. And this is the last one I have. I've been hoarding it, but, and then we've got lace, and we've got a whole vintage piece of quilt and a button. And I'm going to slide this down in the bag. Okay, and then this is going to go in. And I think that completes it. Let me see if there's something else. Oh yeah, I was going to add this beautiful tag and let this kind of dangle out. This is this lady's stitched on. got some fibers here and a little ribbon and some vintage crochet and this beautiful vintage lace and this button, mother of pearl button. So that's going to go in there also. So let's see if we can get all this in here, okay? So first of all, let's see, and this is real sturdy, so it will slide in nicely. So let's put this in first, like that. And then let's put the, let's put this bag behind it. And let's add this lovely tag here that is going to be floating. Okay, I think I've got everything in there I could possibly get. So, what do you think? What do you think about that bow, that right there? Yes? No? For some reason, I think yes. Let's put it on there. Let's put it right there. Okay. I hope you have enjoyed this project as much as I have. This kind of lets you know what you can do with, I think I'm going to need to put some more glue on. No, I think it's good. This lets you know what you can do with half-finished projects. So, yeah. So this is going to go in my Etsy shop. And if you want it, jump on over and purchase it. And I will get it on the way to you, okay? And I want to thank you so much, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.